The Metalform knife care range consists of the hollow grinder and knife setter units. These two products are simple to use and yield quick, accurate and reliable results. The Metalform knife care system helps to consistently achieve maximum productivity and performance from all cutting implements. The hollow grinder makes the job of sharpening the knife quicker and more accurate by reducing the amount of drag on the knife, because the shoulder of the knife is greatly reduced. The hollow grinder grinds a precision edge along the knife, and when used in conjunction with the Metalform knife setter, ensures the same cutting edge angle with each sharpening. This video will show you how to use the Metalform hollow grinder, the Metalform setter, and will also show you how to steel. We recommend that the Metalform system is used in a monitored training program. This will ensure consistent teaching practices, the ability to track individual progress and performance, and that current health and safety policy is being implemented. The grinder creates a bevel on the knife which reduces the amount of drag or resistance for the knife hand. The initial grinding removes a large part of the metal and prepares the knife for the final stages of creating a perfect cutting edge. The key features of the Metalform knife grinder are a controllable grind depth, adjustable gap grinding wheels allowing the user to adjust the width and depth of each grind, a self-tensioning belt, there's no need for manual adjustment, water-cooled cutting to prevent loss of temper in the steel, grindings are removed to prolong the life of the grinding stones and flushed away, stainless steel construction, key immobilizer to give greater security, removable grinding wheels for ease of replacement, accessible for full and easy servicing. To set the gap between the grinder wheels, the cover must be unlocked and opened to give access to the grinder wheels. The gap between the wheels can be opened by turning the screws on the side of the cabinet with the tool provided. Place a piece of A4 paper between the wheels to assist in setting the gap. Close the grinding wheels together by turning the handle until the paper is locked securely between the wheels. Hold the paper and gently release or open the gap between the grinder wheels until the paper can move up and down between them. Ensure the paper is touching both without tearing or sticking to the wheels. Remove the paper and turn the wheels by hand to ensure the wheels are not touching one another. If they are touching, the gap needs to be opened wider. Small changes can be made to the gap when you become more familiar with the grinder and its settings. Unlock the safety switch at the top of the cabinet with the key provided. Ensure the front cabinet is securely closed before pushing the start button. The recommended grip for the knife prior to grinding is to position the knife handle between the thumb and the forefinger. Hold the knife close to the butt of the handle to reduce any obstruction by the fingers when grinding closer to the heel of the knife. Place the tip of the knife in the middle of the grinding wheels where the stones meet. Lightly push the knife tip through the channel, ensuring they contact the grindstones evenly and the knife is not leaning to one side. Push forward when you get to the heel of the knife, turning the handle slightly upwards to grind the heel of the blade. Repeat this 2 or 3 times. Lift the handle upwards to follow the curve of the knife as you draw it out. This ensures the tip of the knife is ground evenly and the grind is at a consistent height throughout the length of the blade. Check to see if the grind is even along the length of both sides of the blade. If there's a difference in the grind on either side, the knife needs to be reground. The objective is to balance the grind on both sides. When you are satisfied with the grind, the knife is ready to be placed in the setter. The Metalform setter has been developed with numerous features to make it easy to use and maintain without compromising performance. 2 independent clamping jaws, allowing the knife dresser to sharpen any shaped blade. Each clamp achieves 120 kilograms of pressure. This ensures the knife won't slip. adjustable fences to allow for variable angles of 10, 15 or 20 degrees, a geared handle for convenient one-handed operation, vertical mounting operation in pedestal or bench-mounted styles, 100% stainless steel construction to meet all necessary hygiene standards. The stoning of the knife is done in 3 stages: creating a feather, removing the feather, and finishing strokes. Place the knife into the setter with the blade in the centre of the clamping fingers and lock the knife into place by lifting the handle up. Stand behind the knife on the handle side to avoid injury. Set the stoning rod at the preferred angle of 10, 15 or 20 degrees. If necessary, move the knife forward in the setter to allow for a narrower blade. Make sure the stone clears the clamps and contacts the cutting edge before stoning. Apply water to the stone to prevent it from clogging. The stone should be soaking in water when not in use. Place your thumb and forefinger on the stoning rod and hold the T-bar lightly. Move and drag the stoning rod backwards and forwards over the knife edge from tip to heel, then from heel to tip. This process creates a feather on the knife. Feel for the feather on the underside of the knife edge. When the feather has been established on the first side, reposition the knife in the setter and repeat the process on the second side. Once a feather has been created on both sides, wash the blade and clean the knife. To remove the feather, securely clamp your knife back into the setter and pull the stoning rod straight back over the cutting edge, overlapping the stone on each stroke. Start at the tip of the knife, place the heel of the stone on the cutting edge and pull the stoning rod back and down. Make sure the rod is sitting firmly in the setter guide and try not to lift the stone off the knife while stoning backwards. Turn the knife over and repeat on the other side of the knife. Do this only once, on each side. Remove your knife from the setter, wash it, wipe it, and run the knife through a plastic block to flatten the remaining feather. Even out both sides of your knife with 6 strokes on each side of the knife edge. Place the heel of the stone on the tip of the knife and pull the stone back toward the handle between 6 and 10 times. Ensure the stone is running along the cutting edge at all times. Work from the tip to the heel of the knife. Turn the knife over and repeat on the other side. Wash and wipe your knife and run it through the plastic block. Steeling your knife helps to maintain a sharp cutting edge by removing any burrs or imperfections that may result from its use. As with stoning, a consistent angle is very important when steeling to avoid grinding away the shoulder or damaging the cutting edge. The knife should sit in the groove of your hand. Pick the knife up at the heel end and place your thumb and forefinger on either side of the handle. The butt of the knife should sit in this groove at the base of your palm. The knife and your arm should form a straight line. Check that your arm, the steel, and the knife are square and in line. Hold the steel firmly with your thumb behind the guard. Lift your right elbow until the arm, wrist, knife, and steel line up. The knife angle on the steel should be even, and the pressure you put on the steel with the knife at the start should be maintained from the heel to the tip. The knife should end up on the opposite side of the steel at the same angle you started. Steel the knife very slowly and firmly to feel for a feather or turned edge. If you have a feather or turned edge on your knife, slowly steeling it with firm pressure will pick this up, and you will feel a light grating as the knife goes down the steel. Start with a wide angle, then close up the angle slightly as the knife starts to run. Lighten your strokes as too much pressure turns the knife edge. Remember, even pressure, even number of strokes. Start on the outside of the steel and finish on the inside of the steel. Continue to steel this way until both sides of your knife feel smooth on the steel, and then finish off with light pressure. Then check for any bite. Bite is what you feel when you place the cutting edge on a bite stick and it bites left and right. If the knife edge is sharp, it will bite both ways. If your knife bites on the left side only, then you need to steel on the left side of your knife only. If your knife bites on the right side only, then you need to steel on the right side of your knife only. Ongoing, regular refresher training is an important aspect of the Metalform knife care system. This will ensure its benefits are consistently applied in your workplace.